EA Sports FIFA 20 sponsors Saturday Social.
Joe, we're going to start by talking about the PFA Player of the Year award. Now, I know it's not for a while, but the reason we're going to start with this is because it got a lot of people talking on social media this week when the bookmakers revealed who the favourite to win is
new favourite. It's not revealed. The final overall result won't be unveiled until April the 26th. So there is still quite a way away, and it's obviously voted for by fellow players. But the new favourite is Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson is now the bookies' favourite to win the Player of the Year award in the Premier League. Rambo, you're a huge fan of Jordan Henderson, aren't you? I saw you tweeting earlier in the week saying anybody that wants it can come for me. Jordan Henderson. Here we go. Me when I hear anybody say a bad word about Jordan Henderson. I can tell you're a massive fan.
Mate, the thing is...
Talk to me. What is he good at?
Look, I think...
What is he good at?
Let's not forget, any manager that's come in, including England, he's been a captain. There's a reason for that. And I think football fans in general...
That doesn't make him a great player, though.
Yeah, but managers know more than us. Like we can
I'm
sit
saying,
here.
but most captains aren't the best player on the team. Some of the best captains in history aren't the best player on the team.
Yeah, but
he is not the best player
what I was just about to say is football fans go, he didn't score goals, he didn't get assists, there's no YouTube highlight reel, so Jordan Henderson's not the man. But what he does for that team is far greater than what any captain's doing in the league, clearly. So when you look at City, they're saying company's
team
gone.
doesn't make him the best player in the league, though. That award is for the best player in the league. And Jordan Henderson is not the best player. It's just it's black and white.
I don't feel like there's an argument.
I feel like people will make him win for banter just to say Jordan Henderson won it, but I don't feel like...
But he is an enabler, isn't he? He's an enabler for the rest of your team.
You said what is he good at?
Yeah.
So if we forget about the psychological side, which I love so much, he's an incredible passer of the ball. If you watch that Sheffield United game, he played more passes than anyone else. And there's still this perception that he only plays sideways, which is completely incorrect now. If you look
I'd agree with that this
his
season,
stats are actually bonkers for the amount of passes he plays forwards. Plus, you don't want to go in a 50-50 with Jordan Henderson. I can date back to that PSG game when Henderson and Milner pocketed Neymar. And there's a man next to me who's a Jordan Henderson footballer. I'm a Jordan Henderson footballer. So that's why I just feel like we need to learn to appreciate people like him in the game, because there's actually been so many of these players over the years. Manchester United fan, Nicky Butt was like that. Yeah. And you didn't appreciate him until
Nicky Butt will never win
Michael
a PFA,
Carrick until the end of the time.
That's a really good point. Roy Keane. Roy Keane, when it comes to the stats, his passing was great, but was he scoring that many?
You can't compare Jordan Henderson to Roy Keane.
But the thing with these players, there's a lot of these players that are leaders, and if you take them out, and also the other thing that people don't look at a lot of time is when you lose the ball.
Yeah.
Going the other way. Jordan Henderson is so crucial to that team, going the other way, doing the difficult work. And I think people have been waiting for years for someone to replace Jordan Henderson. And then it goes on and on and on and on. You
Jordan
see him
Henderson has replaced Jordan Henderson.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of the most improved.
No, he's got better, definitely. He's got better.
Taking the game to a whole new level.
Tell us what you really think. Come on.
I actually think Jordan Henderson has been probably one of your top 3 players this season. But I think to be the PFA Player of the Year, you've got to be the best player on your team. And I don't think he's the best player.
But he's the best player. He's in the top 3 players in the best team in the league by a country mile. And I think the other player you're probably going to mention is Trent. And Trent doesn't get to do his job unless Henderson does his work for him.
It's a very good point.
I'll tell you what, let's have a look at what people on social said, because I think this epitomises how split people on social are. So we've seen this. This is from a Liverpool fan talking about Jordan Henderson, who says, excellent leadership, defensively solid, more ambitious with his passing, and now adding goals and assists to his game. I don't care what anyone says, Jordan Henderson should be in contention for PFA Player of the Year. So the debate is still going on even during that. So a few stats here. 3 goals and 4 assists in 24 Premier League appearances this season. He's also captained Liverpool to the Club World Cup and UEFA Super Cup. And as Rambo said earlier, it looks very likely that Liverpool will win the Premier League. But Tef, for you, he's not done enough to win the award, is what you were saying.
They just said that he's an enabler, but Michael Carrick was an enabler. Roy Keane, Paul Scott, none of them didn't win PFAs. PFA is a big award. Like, did Roy Keane win it?
I think so.
Okay, Roy Keane. But he's not half of what Roy Keane was, passion-wise.
Not half the player that Roy Keane is.
No, he wasn't. Jordan Henderson, come on.
See, but that's the problem. Everyone goes, Jordan Henderson, like, come on.
All right, cool. Wait. Let's leave it there. You just said that he allows Trent to be what Trent is, but you're saying he's top 3. So where does Firmino come? Because Firmino allows that attack to be what it is.
Firmino's great, but I think with the context of the season as well, you've got to remember, forget stats for a second. Firmino got injured, and he's gone and played there and been brilliant. Then he comes back in, and then you put him back in that other position, which he had to kind of become that player at the back end of last season, and then did brilliantly there. And he's still doing brilliantly. I think you've got to remember the context of the season. I said a year ago, but he would start easily for every other top 6 side in the league, and
Henderson.
everyone was laughing.
I don't think Henderson gets into
every other
City's team. I don't think he gets into United's team. I don't think he gets into Chelsea's team.
He's a manager's player.
You don't think Henderson gets into Man United?
No. He would get into Manchester United. He would get into Manchester United.
With a full fit Man United team, who's he playing ahead of?
McTominay.
McTominay's the only person, not Fred. Not Fred. Fred this season. Have you seen Fred this season?
Yeah.
Have you actually seen Fred this season? He's been Man United's best player.
There are
Apart from Rashford, he's been Man United's best player.
On social media that agree with Teflon. I have to say that.
How much teams can Jordan Henderson play for apart from Liverpool?
You just said.
No, let's be real. Let's just be real.
So Luke tweeted saying, just imagine if Jordan Henderson wins the Player of the Year award this season when Scholes played 19 seasons, didn't win it. Silva played 10 seasons. Aguero played 9 seasons without even
crazy. It's just crazy.
This will be the death of football.
It's a disrespect, man. I'm telling you. He shouldn't be nowhere near it. Nowhere near it.
The Aguero one I do agree with, because I actually think Aguero should have won it at least one size.
I'll go as far as to say it's only because he's English that he's in contention.
Go on, Rambo. Give it. You run.
Because Fabinho, for me, does more for Henderson in that Liverpool team when he's playing and he's fit.
So before Fabinho got injured, Liverpool were unbeaten with Fabinho in the team, and everyone said Henderson can't play that role. Fabinho got injured. He was out for 9 games.
I think Henderson can play any role in the midfield. I'm not taking that away from him. I think he's a complete midfielder. But as ability-wise, he's not even a third of the rest of the players that play in that position in the top 5 in the league.
What are you saying, ability-wise? Like, where does your
it's
ability...
only because you're crediting him for what Liverpool are doing as a team and saying he enables to them. But what does he actually do in that team that enables them? He just stands in the middle of the park and he's the captain.
Take him out of the Liverpool team.
This is fire, isn't it?
Here's a question for you. Here's a question for you, right? Would you, if I go, look, you can have De Bruyne in your team or you keep Henderson. Would you swap?
Well, swap?
You're crazy.
James, you say that because we can come on to the next contest. Something tells me I don't think we're going to agree on Jordan Henderson.
No, we're not. So let's move on.
So we'll move on. Let's have a look at some of the other contenders in the mix. So Red Tinted Glasses tweeted this. Now, it's worth pointing out, so this is from a Liverpool fan who tweeted this.
Exactly.
I think if Henderson wins PFA Player of the Year, it's a farce. He's been brilliant for like 10 games in the Premier League. De Bruyne has been class all season. So has Virgil van Dijk and
I hate De
Mane.
Bruyne.
Even an outside shout for Trent. Now, that's a Liverpool fan. You were nodding your head throughout all of that. He said it'd be a farce if Henderson wins. It's a very strong word.
I'm not disrespecting him, but look at all the other players that are getting disrespected by him winning that. It's
We've
crazy.
got other tweets as well.
That's irrelevant.
Because Doogie, your friend at Football Daily, he sort of went along with that. So Doogie, interesting. Doogie's a Sunderland fan, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's completely impartial in this. I can see Jordan, although Jordan Henderson did play for Sunderland actually. I can see Jordan Henderson being swept to PFA Player of the Year on a tide of goodwill. But anyone who thinks he genuinely deserves it more than KDB is an idiot. So very strong words. They are the views of Doogie, of course.
Can I tell you where I'm at with this?
Go on.
Right. I think this is what will happen, right? I think De Bruyne will get Player of the Year, voted by the players, and I think the story is Henderson.
Yeah.
And so Henderson will get Football Writers Player of the Year. That's what I think is going to happen.
I agree with that.
The one thing I'd say about KDB, there was a tweet in there that said Henderson's only been good for 10 games. KDB hasn't got an assist or a goal in 9 of the games he's played this season, which is nearly half as many games as he's played.
Yeah, but what is his assists?
He has got 15 assists.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
and Henderson has 4, so he doesn't need them 9 games.
I'm not arguing KDB. Like, stats-wise, KDB is immense. Of
course.
But you look at KDB in that Man City team, and is he carrying that team over the line? And everyone keeps going, City ain't got company, that's why they're not winning it. If Liverpool didn't have Henderson, Liverpool would be winning it.
KDB this season, 24 games, 7 goals, 15 assists in the Premier League, going at an incredible rate. Does he deserve, given that Yaya Toure didn't win it in the season when he scored 20 in the league, does Kevin De Bruyne deserve to win it this season because his output's so impressive?
100%.
His output is fantastic, and if he wins it, I get it.
Yeah.
But what is this called? This is called Player of the Year, not Best Player of the Year. It's actually quite different.
Yeah, but it's not MVP either.
Different.
You don't actually... When Hazard won it, where did Chelsea finish?
I mean, throw me under the bus massively.
I'm sure they wasn't even top 3.
The thing is, you can't...
There wasn't even top 3,
You
I don't
can't
think.
argue, like, because this guy didn't win it, this guy shouldn't win it. Because I'm saying Aguero should have won it, David Silva should have won it, Yaya Toure should have won it.
So wait.
Hazard probably shouldn't have won it, but that did happen. So you can't debate...
But he was the best player. It's not the best team.
No,
You're giving Jordan Henderson ratings for being in the best team. He's not the best player at his team. It's the best player.
It's not the best players award.
What's the award? What is the award?
I think we need to move on from Henderson. I think we discussed Henderson.
What is the award?
I think KDB...
Because if KDB won it, would you say it's a farce?
No.
Would you be upset with that?
I was just about to say, if KDB does win it, I've got no complaints.
Oh, right then. But if Jordan Henderson won it, a lot of people would have a problem. You see the difference there?
I'm fine with him having a problem. I don't. But KDB for me, if you look at look at his assist tally, I think he'll break that record by miles as well. And he was injured at the start of the season. He was injured last season. He's meant business. And when you watch him, he's glorious to watch. And I can't understand why people want him to win it. And if I didn't have Henderson there, I'm completely fine with KDB to win it. And I don't think many people can argue. But you can't look at previous winners and go KDB.
Okay.
But if you said like KDB shouldn't win it, then...
Yeah, I'll take your point. Rambo, let's have a look at another player that's strongly linked to winning it, Sadio Mane. I know that as a Liverpool fan, you'll be pleased to talk about Sadio Mane. This is from an Arsenal fan on Twitter who put, you can disagree with me all you like, but Henderson being favourite to win PFA Player of the Year is downright preposterous. He's had a good couple of months lately, a decent captain too, but even Fabinho, Keita could play in his place and do the job. Mane, clear winner for me. Worth putting out other people's in contention. You've got Virgil van Dijk, you've got Jamie Vardy, some people talking about, who's currently the top scorer. Trent Alexander-Arnold. You can pick whoever you want, doesn't need to be one of the three. Teflon, who do you think should win PFA Player of the Year?
I think Mane should win it.
Mane?
I think he should have won it last year.
Okay.
But I think De Bruyne will win it.
So you're going to go Kevin De Bruyne?
So you're going Kevin De Bruyne, okay.
Okay, James?
I think it should be Henderson. I think he's such a leader for that team. He's so important. He's gone in different positions and excelled. And I think he deserves it.
Okay, so Henderson for James, Rambo?
I think Fred, to be honest, you know. There's no need for it. And now I'm going Henderson. I just think you take him out of that team, just like City did with Company, you don't win the title.
I'm also going to go Kevin De Bruyne. I'm going to agree with Tef.
I think it's very hard. I've been debating this for ages. At the start of the season, I said if everyone's fully fit, I think Kevin De Bruyne is the most naturally gifted player.
Get off the fence.
I think Sadio Mane will win it because I think it will go to a Liverpool player based on their dominance. So I am going to go for Sadio Mane, but it took me ages to decide between Mane and De Bruyne. Too long, really, didn't it? So there is confirmation. KDB, Henderson,
James changed his name, though. James changed it to Henderson.
I'm struggling.
Sorry, OK, James has changed.
It's very close, but James changed it to Henderson.
OK, so all three. But let us know what you think at home. We can't agree. And have we missed any players out? Any other players we think should win it? Let us know who you think at
Is Salah not in the...
#Saturday Social. There you go.